Halo Battle Royale. Sounds exciting. What about a Halo extraction shooter? Yeah, things have been done. Things have been cancelled. Let's hear more about it.
What's up, everyone? This is Rebs, and go Birds! In October 2024, I uploaded a video report that revealed details about the Halo Battle Royale project, codenamed Tatanka, and
There we go.
confirmed it was cancelled and rebranded into a new project. Finally, after a year and a half of waiting, I've received and verified new information about Tatanka that clarifies and confirms what I previously reported, and what the new project is. In my first report, I shared a bunch of details about Tatanka, including that it was a Battle Royale mode for
Battle Royale mode tied into Joe Staten's campaign narrative. Map took place on smaller fragments of Zeta Halo with different biomes. Players started in a launch bay and dropped into the map in ODST drop pods. Oh, that sounds kind of awesome. Eliminate players and complete mini objectives, which rewarded players with power items, equipment, and partial shields. Pelicans delivered vehicles, including the Falcon. Down players turn into an AI bubble that can move around and be revived. Why does everything need to be either a Battle Royale, hero shooter, or fucking extraction shooter? What's up with that?
Halo Infinite that took place on Zeta Halo and tied into the campaign. My new information reveals this is partially correct. Tatanka was not a game mode for Infinite that would have been added to the multiplayer playlist menu, but rather a new separate PvP game co-developed by 343 Industries and Certain Affinity in the Slipspace engine. I'm told Tatanka was meant to be a training simulation on a UNSC ship that was set right after the events of Halo Infinite's campaign. It prepared Spartans for what they would face on Zeta Halo when they headed to Master Chief for what was planned as the next campaign.
Fucking hell, that sounds so stupid! Well, at least it had some lore for it, but still though. Why mix that good Halo lore with a fucking Battle Royale? Fucking hell, they're destroying Halo. Master Chief, I feel sorry for you, buddy. They're afraid of what Capcom is doing, and what is Capcom doing?
In this October 2024 video report, I revealed that 343 Industries was developing a direct sequel to Halo Infinite in the Slipspace engine, and cancelled it when they decided to switch to Unreal Engine. Since my next report includes some new information about this sequel, and I want to keep our attention on what happened to Tatanka in this report, I will wait until then to continue discussing it. Also, a fun fact about Tatanka is that its overworld included classic Halo multiplayer maps, such as Blood Gulch and Valhalla. Landing onto classic maps in drop pods sounds like an awesome experience. Now let's talk about what happened to Tatanka. 343 Industries and Certain Affinity.
Like, what the fuck is this cutscene? What is this shit? This cinematic looks so bad. Well, they're releasing new IPs. I mean, that's probably one of the few developers who are actually making new stuff. Halo Infinite 2 is canned for Halo remake. No. There's two. I think they have a Halo studio, but they're making both at the same time. But the Halo remake is come first, and then they're also making a continuation of Infinite. That's the plan, at least. But you know, who the fuck knows what they're up to.
We're playtesting it together twice a week, but Battle Royale games were falling out of favor, and they wanted to avoid chasing an oversaturated genre.
I'm at farm. Well, that's good. Fucking hell. Who would have thought that would happen?
Also, many developers thought certain elements were fun, but overall, the concept was not great. Towards the end of 2022, developers at 343 Industries were told that they were pausing development on Tatanka while Certain Affinity continues because its design needed to be revisited and receive massive changes. This was the beginning of Tatanka's rebrand into a new game in Unreal Engine, codenamed Project Ekur, which was confirmed in my previous report and by Halo data miner Grunt API, who discovered the game file within the Halo API. Here's the main piece of new information I have to share. I can now confirm
I received a direct confirmation that Tatanka was turned into a PvE extract shooter game called Project. What the fuck? No. So first they thought, okay, let's make a BR out of Infinite. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, no. It's too oversaturated. You know what we should do? Let's make it an extraction shooter instead. Yeah, that's not oversaturated at all.
that Ekur is, or at least was, a PvE extraction shooter. In my opinion, this makes much more sense than a Battle Royale for a spin-off.
True. That's true. But still, the BI is canned. Good. Extraction is canned. Good. Fucking just concentrate on single player. Have that multiplayer part too. But not that kind of multiplayer, you know, just the arena shit they have. And the creations. But not in every game, I think. You know, I think they have a good groundwork in Infinite. And then you release maybe like fucking some single player games. And then the next after that can be both single player and multiplayer. Then you bring maybe the next two games after that, like a single player only game. I don't know, but I feel like Halo is single player. Infinite was ass. So I've heard, I haven't played it. I've only played 1, 2, and 3, and a little bit of 4.
Multiplayer Halo game. The reason I say is or was an extraction shooter is because one big question remains. Is Ekur one of the new upcoming Halo projects? Receiving direct confirmation has been very challenging because most sources were either laid off in January 2023 or left the studio shortly after. But I received direct confirmation that it was being developed as an extraction shooter.
I received direct confirmation as an extraction shooter at least until the end of summer 23. And I have sources who say Ekur is Halo's next multiplayer project. So it could still be an extract shooter. He doesn't know. But at least until summer 23. No. I don't know if this guy's just talking out of his ass. Well, he's showing sources though.
At least until the end of summer 2023, and I have sources who say Ekur is Halo's next multiplayer project. However, one source who left
Someone who left the studio before receiving direct confirmation heard that Halo Studios and certain affinity shifted towards the next mainline Halo game, which means Ekur could have been absorbed into the multiplayer portion of the next game as a new mode. Okay, well, sort of good news. Good thing they're concentrating on a mainline, the next mainline Halo. That's good.
Studio before receiving direct confirmation heard that Halo Studios and certain affinity shifted towards the next mainline Halo game, which means Ekur could have been absorbed into the multiplayer portion of the next game as a new mode. Either way, Ekur still exists and is at least part of the next multiplayer Halo game. Personally, the best option is to focus on the next mainline multiplayer game and to add extraction mode as a new experience, similar to how Call of Duty has classic multiplayer modes for OG fans and a Battle Royale for new experiences that are accessed through the same front-end menu or unified launch hub. Also, as I've reported before, I expect Halo Studios to announce new projects at Halo Fest in December, which is
Okay, I think we'll get an announcement of a Halo project before then.
when we might learn about Ekur. Alright, that concludes this report, which is the first of 3 reports that I have planned for the next week. The next one will relate to this report by focusing on the original plan for Halo before the switch to Unreal Engine. So stay tuned, make sure to leave a comment about your thoughts on this report, and thank you so much for watching. Peace.
God damn it, that was forced. That ending was forced. Okay. Well, good work. Do something about your mic, please. Fucking hell. You don't need to buy a new mic, just tune some settings. But, yeah, mainline Halo, I'm game. The multiplayer part, fuck that. No, don't bring any of that. Just focus on a good mainline title. For the love of fucking everything. Please. Like we need Halo back, and I think it's good that it's becoming hopefully Xbox exclusive. I think that's a good thing. For the love of Earth, have an optimized game at launch. Yeah, and don't show the game until it's actually in working order, because when they showed the game for the first time, that hurt. Well, that hurt the game a lot. I think sales and everything.